There are two fascinating stories about the day. One, seeing what was otherwise this wonderful rescue, but it's completely overshadowed by 38 minutes.
What's the location of the emergency?
Hey, we're in Mount Hood, just below Hogsback. And somebody just suffered a fall.
John Jenkins had fallen from above the crevasse and was sliding down the hill, and I was the closest person to him when he finally stopped sliding.
Are they skiing or what's going on?
We were climbing. He was climbing.
Okay.
And fell.
What kind of injuries does he have?
Several hundred feet. He's busted up pretty bad. His hands are busted up. He's stable. He knows what day it is. It doesn't, I don't know if anything's broken. He's wearing a helmet, but, he went head over heels several times.
John had almost everything going for him that day, including having an experienced mountain rescue person there who really took control of the scene.
There's some wilderness first responders here. I think this call may be premature, but I also wanted to get things in motion if necessary.
Okay. And how old's the patient?
Approximately 40. Sir, how old are you? 32.
What has become the greatest point of frustration in John's death, which is calling 911, getting transferred to a deputy. The deputy, over the course of a 3 or 4 minute phone conversation, suggested that I call ski patrol. And I explained the difference between a ski resort and a wilderness area. We were outside of their boundaries, and again, I was referred to ski patrol. I called ski patrol. Ski patrol called about a 32-year-old falling just below Hogsback. It was their call with 911 which finally initiated the response about 38 minutes after my initial phone call.
Police and Fire Dispatch.
Hi, my name is Brett Weston with Timberline Ski Patrol.
Hi there.
Hi. I would like to initiate a response for a fallen climber up here on Mount Hood.
Okay. Is that the one that was like a hot back?
Yeah, if you guys have already received that info. PMR is aware.
Yeah, they called us and then didn't know if they needed our assistance, so they said they'd call back if they did.
Yeah, right on.
32-year-old male. Is that correct?
Yeah, I got 32-year-old male.
Oh, maybe it's different then. Just 1 second here. Where do you have it?
I imagine it's the same one if it just occurred in the last 5 minutes or so.
No, this was at like 10:49. But they had some wilderness responders with them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I believe this will be a different incident.
Okay. And where is the patient?
I believe down in Hot Rocks area, took a slide off of Hogsback, approximately 600-foot slide, and it's a 32-year-old male.
As a resource group, the sheriffs call us when there's kind of mountains involved or steep angles. I got a radio call from Ski Patrol, and they knew we were around. I advised him that when he called the sheriff or whatever he was, connections he was going to make, that he should definitely request a helicopter. When I heard it's going to be 3 o'clock, it was like, you're kidding me. Why? I mean, this was before noon. Now we're just going to have to wait. It was surprising the amount of volunteers that were there. I think no one at the scene really understood what the emergency was. The doc was doing the best he could. All the medical people were we're taking vitals, you know, very regularly, trying to watch for some sort of trend. It was about the time that the helicopter arrived on scene, John started complaining of more difficulty breathing. When it ended, from the time the accident happened until he was in the helicopter, was 5 hours. And that seems, when you look at it from that perspective, more than it should be. We can do better than that.
I'm not a medical expert, but it's hard to believe that somebody who was conscious until he was hooked up to the helicopter may not have been saved if he had been at the hospital 38 minutes early.
This is the first time that I've actually had our subject die in our hands. It was traumatic, it was difficult, it was a lot of, you know, soul searching. It still is. You know, what can we do better? And that you know, incident will change things.